Oh my goodness, what a very warm Christmas we're going to be having. 30 degrees above average across portions of the northern plains, the upper Midwest, a good 15 to 20 degrees above average across portions of Michigan, Ohio, much of the Ohio Valley, widespread 5 to 10 degrees plus average really across a big portion of the country. Here on your Snowplow News Norcast weather video, a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all of you watching. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Let's take a look at the overall regime throughout portions of the next week. When are we going to be seeing some actual snowfall? Well, the answer is there's not going to be much to be had. This is snow depth all the way through New Year's, and outside of the high terrain of the west into the mountains and portions of southern Canada, much of the United States is snow-free, nothing at all likely going to be on the ground. So yeah, that's definitely indicative of a warmer pattern, but we're not going to be just high and dry. We will see a couple systems develop. This one kicking out portions of the middle of the country, producing a batch of some rain, high pressure moving on out, sunshine going with it, heading into your holiday weekend. Some showers move on through. Then we'll see another organized system that will build on through as we go throughout your Christmas Eve in towards your Christmas Day. There could be a little stripe of wintry precipitation, but it wouldn't be much. This is mainly a rain event with warm weather. And on the back side of it, again, another chance for maybe a little wintry precip across the middle of the country, but not necessarily widespread. I think the big deal of this is going to be just another pretty big rain event as we're into a now well above average pattern with some of that rain. Spots seeing another 2 to 3 inches or so across portions like Arkansas into Texas. How about the southeast? Again, a widespread inch plus all the way back through the Great Lakes. And then, yeah, definitely a decent amount of moisture across portions of the west as well. And only a little bit of that falling as snow. This is not significant snowfall accumulation throughout the next week, and this is going to be one of the only areas that sees it into your high terrain of our Intermountain West folks. Above average precipitation for sure across the east. You got the Rocky Mountains in towards the desert southwest and north that we'll see pretty dry weather over the course of the next week, but we kind of have the troughs on each side of the country at this point. Here's temperatures. Yeah, this is one of the big things, right? Warmth, 60s down south, well into the 50s and 40s to the north for your holiday shopping Friday. We'll stop things here on your Christmas Eve, and widespread warmth. This is Eve. This is the night of Sunday. We're talking huge area of widespread 50s. There's only a little core of the cold out across the Intermountain West. Temperatures on Christmas morning, warm, 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 again, all the way from pretty much the middle portion of the country on east, and then a little cold tries to settle on in, but not too much at all, even as we go into the middle portions of next week, and there's a little bit cooler air, but it is a very mild pattern. We're calling it Torchmas. Some signs for change. Greenland blocking pattern here. That's higher pressure up across portions of Greenland. This is a trough modeled, sticking all the way through Canada and much of the eastern half of the country. So we could see that pattern set up a couple times, and that could allow for some of these bigger blasts of likely colder air and troughiness and maybe snowier producers than what we've seen. We'll see, but the chances are at least a little bit better once we go in towards the new year.
This is your Norcast weather update.